More than 60 years after he got his professional start in Nebraska, legendary race car builder and innovator Bob McKee is back where it all began. It's a walk down memory lane at the Speedway Motors Museum in Lincoln.
He always had a bigger tire on the right front and a bigger hub and bearings.
McKee has been interested in mechanical things for as long as he can remember. Growing up, he liked to tinker. His race car building career started with an ad in the Sears and Roebuck catalog.
They had the Craftsman welding kit, and I bought that. I probably when I was 15 or 16 and started welding and melting stuff and burning myself, and pretty soon you're sticking metal together and it worked.
He was soon building hot rods in high school and later met legendary race car driver Tiny Lund, a giant of a man who drove stock cars across the Midwest, including in Nebraska. McKee outfitted a stock 1956 Pontiac with racing modifications for Lund. The pair hit the road to race in small towns, Lund the driver and McKee the mechanic.
I had my 21st birthday out here, and he took me to Omaha for a steak dinner, and he was going to show me a big time in Omaha. And the first place we walked into, they asked him for his ID, and they didn't ask me for mine because I was just 21. But he was 6 years older, and it really ticked him off.
Lund soon left to race with NASCAR and went on to win the Daytona 500 in 1963. Meanwhile, Bob McKee enrolled at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln as a mechanical engineering student. He lasted a semester.
Mechanical drawing was really useful for the rest of my life, and the English classes and stuff, not so much, but you know, everybody has things that they're better at and worse at. I could take things apart and put them together, and I enjoyed that.
When it became clear his future was in race car building and not the classroom, McKee never looked back. He'd work at Speedway Motors' original shop in downtown Lincoln on the weekends, helping legendary owner Bill Smith. In 1958, he was part of the winning crew at the grueling 500-mile Monza race in Monza, Italy. It was a turning point. The original winning roadster is displayed at the Speedway Motors Museum.
I'm there on the right up there. I was in the Army at the time, and I was a little thinner then and had more hair. But, you know, that was quite an exciting thing, being in Italy and Monza and racing with some of the best drivers in the world.
The slick-looking A.J. Watson Roadster stood out among the more well-established Italian supercars.
Our cars, I always thought, were superior craftsmanship in the construction of them. The Ferraris, Formula One cars, there were several of them there, but they kind of look like a sack of walnuts. They're all lumpy and bumpy, but this is all smooth and slick and well constructed.
Soon, McKee launched out on his own, opened his own shop in Illinois, and spent the next 50 years as one of racing's ultimate insiders. Even if racing fans didn't know him, everyone on pit road did. He built Indy cars, Can-Am cars, stock cars, sports cars, and even what was considered the first practical electric car in the early 1970s.
Exide, Willard, and Rayovac came and said, "Would you be interested in building an electric car?" And I said, "Sure, we're interested in building anything." So it was a challenge and interesting, and so that was another fork in the road that took us off over here, and we built a lot, probably 35 different electric cars, you know, since those first ones.
McKee also helped build a turbine car, basically a jet-powered race car that competed with more established manufacturers. He rubbed shoulders with celebrities like actor Paul Newman, who used one of McKee's cars in a movie, and Mercury astronauts Gus Grissom and Gordon Cooper, who owned a race car McKee built.
That's when they were on the cover of Life magazine and flying the fastest jets and doing the wildest kind of crazy things in spacecraft. So that was a fun time.
He was known for being able to build just about anything, including the innovative McKee transaxle that would work with high-powered race cars.
for mechanical people trying to figure out how to make a car run faster and better and be stronger and aerodynamic and all the things involved, it is so challenging that it kind of absorbs your life.
After more than 60 years as a race innovator and engineering icon, he reflects on a career that got started in Nebraska.
I consider myself very, very fortunate to be able to be involved with interesting cars and interesting people and do challenging engineering projects and meet a lot of fun people and do interesting things. I couldn't have had a better career doing anything else. I was very happy doing that.